Thank you for purchasing the Motic EasyScan Frozen Section software. In this video, we'll go over the functionalities of our software. First and foremost, please ensure that the slide has been inserted correctly. Afterward, hit the Live Mode button. Before we start, there are two hotkeys that you should be aware of. Pressing the letter H will display the standard hotkeys, and the letter A will display the advanced hotkeys. We will now go into the functionalities in detail. Let's begin by looking at the snapshot function. This function simply performs as its name entails. By taking a snapshot, the user can quickly take images of any area of the sample for documentation purposes. When saving a snapshot, the user has two formats in which one can save in. Those formats are bitmap and JPEG. Next is the ZStack function. With ZStack, the user can take images of multiple layers within a sample in order to view the vantage point of each layer. The user has the option to decide how many layers to take a snapshot of and the size of the micron as well. The saving format is TIFF, since there are multiple images being taken. Now, let's take a look at the objectives and its digital magnification quality. Each objective differs from one another, but its purpose or functionality does not change. The objective selected affects the viewing distance of the sample. The smaller the objective, the further away the view of the sample will be. Pressing any number between 1 and 3 will change to a particular objective that the user would like to view the sample. Press 1 for 4x, 2 for 20x, and 3 for 40x. By pressing the spacebar, the user can toggle between two different views of the objectives. One is a zoom-out digital magnification, and the other is the pixel-by-pixel view. The total objective views are 2x, 4x, 10x, 20x, and 40x. Autofocus is a vital tool when changing objectives and viewing various areas of the sample. This is usually left on, but if the user so desires, they can turn this option off with the letter F on the keyboard. At any time when autofocus is on, the user can manually focus by scrolling with the mouse key. Pressing the letter D will refocus any area you are currently viewing. The gamma adjuster affects the brightness of the image. The higher the number value, the darker the image will be. And in contrast, the lower the number value, the lighter the image. The user has the option to reset the value, which will return it to its original state. If you are using a Pro 6 model, you can jump between the slides by hitting the respective numbers. When you are finished with the software, you can click the eject button. You can also turn a barcode overview on and off. The live Notepad is a great asset to the software, especially during times in which the user is in the presence of their patient. Instead of vocally discussing what is currently transpiring, one can easily write notes or leave shorthanded notes and continue to work on the patient. Using LivePad with either TeamViewer, Zoom, or any other remote desktop sharing software can definitely shorten the communication time between locations when diagnosing a patient. Pressing Ctrl and the letter O will change the orientation of the overview. This will give the user the traditional microscope feel and view. You also have the option to mark areas within the overview, which includes changing the color of the circle by pressing the less or greater than keys. Pressing the letter M in the key map can place a marker as well. If the user would like to clear markers in previous heat mapping of areas, simply press Ctrl and the letter R. Pressing the Control key, clicking the right mouse button, and moving the mouse in any desired direction will trigger the measure tool. If you have any questions or concerns regarding the software, please call support at area code 856-823-4399, or you can email support at dp.support@motic.com.